All right, so I had Broadway HD for a year and I got thoughts. So let's talk about it. Hello, darlings, and welcome to Performance Perspective, where we watch different performances and then we share our perspectives. If you're new here, hi, I'm Care Darling, and if you're not, welcome back. So, yes, I remember I did an episode of me when I just got started. I signed up for Broadway HD, which, if you don't know, it is a streaming service where they show more content of musicals on stage, concerts on stage, plays, and things like that. But there's so much more a theater element to the content that is on there. So I had my thoughts about it in that episode, but it's been a year. And I guess the question is, am I renewing my subscription and stuff? So let's get into the good. I will say I did enjoy the content. One of my favorite things on there is they're called Mischief Comedy, and they have things called, something that goes wrong. So they have something on there called A Show That Goes Wrong. They actually went to Broadway and Peter Pan Goes Wrong. They had The Show That Goes Wrong. I'm completely obsessed with them. I need to do an episode about their stuff. But anyways, I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed, if it's one thing to see a movie musical, for example, The Music Man, it's one thing to see it as the movie, but then to actually see how it's done on stage. So if you're someone that's like in Oklahoma, Sound of Music, or any of those classics that your school is doing, it's great to be able to see how it's done on stage. I enjoyed that I can take it anywhere, in the sense of if I want to watch a musical and go to the gym, I just put my phone on the elliptical and I'm like, oh, this is great. I think, what was it? I was watching She Loves Me. That one is so good. I talked about it on this channel. That's so good. So it's like the music's going on and they're dancing. I'm on my elliptical like, ooh, this is so nice. So I enjoyed the content. I did overall enjoy the streaming service. Now let's get into what I didn't enjoy about it. I couldn't get it on my TV. So I always had to play the content on my iPad or my phone. And another thing I didn't like about it is that if I traveled outside of the country, I'm not able to download the content I want to watch when traveling, similar to like Disney, Netflix, Amazon Prime. You know what I mean? You download it, you can watch it on a plane and everything like that. But just because I couldn't do those things, it doesn't mean that I couldn't have fixed it. So if I got the Roku box or something, I would have been able to put Broadway HD on there and then continue watching it on my TV. Or if I went through Amazon Prime and subscribed to Broadway HD, then I could have used Amazon Prime to be able to download those shows. So the thing is that I went straight to the source, so I couldn't go through Amazon Prime to, do that. And also, I didn't want to spend more money on getting cables and Roku and all of this stuff. It was just like, I'm not gonna spend more for that. So that was just sort of my preference, my opinion on that. But again, I just want to point out that the things that I think is not so great about it could be fixed. Now, I will say, as far as the content, even though I enjoyed, I will say there are some things on there where are complete duds, where I'm like, oh no, I can't believe I sat through 3 hours of this hoping that it will get better. But again, it's just the pick of the draw. And then what I've noticed is that the content is never like, oh yay, like I'm excited to see this new show or this, because it's so difficult to get the licensing to get these shows onto this platform. I mean, let's look at Hamilton. How much was it for Disney to pay? It was like 7.6 or what? It was probably more than that, wasn't it? But the thing is that Disney has that money to be able to get Hamilton, while Broadway HD doesn't necessarily have the money to get shows that are, happening on Broadway. And so that's just something that kind of sucks about it, because I guess people have their own opinion, whether it's, no, theater is for the stage. It should not be caught on camera. People need to come and see these performances. But then it's like, hello, we all know about the slime tutorials. And so if there's an audience that is willing to watch a bootleg looking horrible camera work thing, it's like, imagine people that would be excited to have a streaming service to tune into that. So the main question is, did I renew my subscription? And the answer is no, I didn't. I do see myself doing it in the future, but it's all just on a personal thing. I just found myself going, do I want to spend the money for this right now? And I'm like, you know what? I'm interested in finding things that are already available to me that I can point out to you, darling. So there's things even on YouTube, like free movies and musicals on there. So I'm excited to go into that, look into the 3 main subscriptions I do have, which is Netflix, Disney, and Prime. And overall, I feel like that's a lot already as far as content I'm able to watch and then share with you, darlings. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts are on Broadway HD. Are you a subscriber, or are you thinking about it, or are you like, wait a minute, I didn't know this even exists. Anyways, darlings, I hope that you're having a wonderful day, and take care, darling.